Hi, my name is Tim Sheridan. I'm running for Congress in California's 42nd District. I want to talk with you today about minimum wage. My opponent, 20-year incumbent Congressman Ken Calvert, recently spoke on the issue at a congressional subcommittee meeting. Let's take a look at what Mr. Calvert had to say.
I ran a small chain of restaurants, and so I hired a lot of people at minimum wage. And I never referred to it as a minimum wage. I referred to it as a starter wage. I put a lot of young people to work in high school and starting out, sometimes people having hard luck. And we put those folks to work. And if they were good at their job, they were productive, quickly, we gave them a raise. Why did we give them a raise? Because they were productive and they were doing a good job. And we reward them with increasing their salary.
Mr. Calvert opposes increasing the minimum wage. But Mr. Calvert's assertion that minimum wage should be considered a starter wage is not the issue. The issue is that minimum wage has not kept up with inflation. According to a January 2014 report from the nonpartisan Congressional Research Service, today's minimum wage, adjusted for inflation, is only worth about 2/3 of what it was worth in 1968. Stated differently, one would have to work 10 hours today to earn the same purchasing power as someone who worked an 8-hour day 46 years ago. Thus, if you work for minimum wage today, your standard of living is lower than what it would have been in 1968. That is simply unacceptable. Mr. Calvert had more to say at that hearing. Let's take a look.
We need to get, these young people need to get work. They need to learn the value of work. And I can't tell you the hundreds of young people that work for me over the years, and they learned the value of work. They learned the productive lives. They can earn more money, go to college, get a job as a waiter. I did that. I tended bar. I learned the restaurant business. But by increasing these wages is not going to be the answer.
Learning the value of work is great, but you should at least earn enough so you can buy something with the money. And it should not be less than what it was 46 years ago. If prices rise because of inflation, someone earning minimum wage should be able to keep up. That is only fair. Moreover, and more importantly, according to the Congressional Budget Office, raising the minimum wage would result in real income increasing by $5 billion for families whose income will be below the poverty threshold under current law. That would boost their family income by 3%, and that would move about 900,000 people above the threshold. Moving people above the poverty threshold would lessen the impact on government programs such as food stamps. According to a blog on U.S. News and World Report in February, raising the federal minimum wage is sound policy. I agree. When I'm elected to Congress, I will advocate for an increase in minimum wage. My name is Tim Sheridan. I'm running for Congress in California's 42nd District, and I approve this message.